across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play action, now it's Tua. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Tua on fourth down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 7.
New York jumbo leg. Double tight.
They'll go to Barkley again.
Oh, it don't matter.
And it will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch 21G. 21G.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Watch tight end. Hey. We got Adriana Lima. Kill.
Here's a give to Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Giants at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Jones on first down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now a 2nd and 2.
Keep breaking them balls up.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Detroit Johnson. Check hot route. Hot. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown. Christian Watson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Right here. You go out. You got tight right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away to his left. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be a third and about 13. Now Tua going to change the play. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A handoff to Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now it's Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Tua's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No. Turbo 3, kick. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tua. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Gold River. Gold River. Fresno.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Gold Grouper. Gold Grouper. Let him know.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? And on onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And now off to the races down the right side.
What's up?
Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On play action, here's Tua. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. This complete left side to Aguilar. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 15-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Taylor diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, He's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Christian Watson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Giants are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun, it's Tua. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, when I looked at, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants! A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Giants continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Red, cycle.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's just across midfield.